Hi everybody, it's Nikki here, and say it with me, it's Bookgammon time! Yes, it is that time of the month where I play my TBR game Bookgammon, which is based on the board game Backgammon, to help me pick my upcoming month's TBR. Today we are going to be playing for my birthday month, November, and yeah, let me put her down, because you know she gets noisy. So yes, it is my birthday in November, and I was thinking about changing up the game, you know, making it a bit special. In previous years I've brought in the book haul token instead of the bomb book, because who wants to read a bad book in their birthday month? Not me. But money's a bit tight in our household at the moment. We have a few things that we're trying to save for, and so I can't really justify a book haul at the moment. So I've decided, you know what, I played a special edition of Bookgammon, which we called Spookgammon, in October, and I always do a Christmas special edition as well. So kind of like, I need November just to be a normal month. However, I am going to take it easy on myself, and I'm just going to play with the one piece on the board game, because that does generally give me a smaller TBR for me to handle, and then give me some time to maybe mood read in between. So yeah, so let's get straight on to housekeeping. First port call are priority picks for November. These are the books that were on my previous month's TBR, which will be October's, that I didn't get to. And so if these books can fulfill any prompts that are pulled for November's TBR, then they take priority over anything else on my bookshelf. So let me just grab those, because I forgot to grab them. So I only had 3 books that I didn't get to on this month's TBR. The first one being A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I did win this from my pumpkin token that I played in October, and even when I pulled this for that token, I thought, you know what, I really want to reread the Court of Thrones and Roses, Court of Thorns and Roses. Kind of got mixed up with the Throne of Glass there as well, didn't I? Court of Thorns and Roses. I want to catch up with those books, and what I thought was, I'll just read a recap of those previous books and then I can get straight into this. Well, I did that, but I still didn't feel like I got like the feeling, the atmosphere and the feel of the books. So I did discover that Scribd currently has the Court of Thorns and Roses series on there as audiobooks. So sneak peek to October's reading wrap up, I have been reading A Court of Thorns and Roses throughout October. So I didn't quite get to this one because I am trying to reread the first couple of books, which I kind of really wanted to do before I got to this book, but it was the only orange book I had in my collection. Can you believe that? So look, I even tabbed it up and everything for reading, but no, didn't get to it. So yeah, I won't use this as a priority pick for November, because I can't guarantee that I'm gonna finish the other 4 books that I need to read before I get to this one before the end of November. So I'm not gonna have this as a priority pick, but if I can get to it, if for some miraculous reason I can get to it, then I will read it in November, but it's not a priority pick in that sense. The next one I didn't get to is Beasts of Prey by Ayana Gray. Just didn't get around to it. It is only small. Again, I tabbed it up. Look, I was all prepared and everything, but just didn't get around to it. Just ran out of time, basically. I was doing really well with my reading up until like the 2-week mark, and then hit the middle of the month and then just slumped. And it wasn't that I wasn't reading, it's that I was only reading in short spurts rather than, you know, just cramming the books in all day, every day, like I would normally. So yeah, just basically ran out of time. And then I had Hag, which was the Forgotten Folk Tales Retold. This is an anthology of short stories, and I just didn't get this one because I had another anthology of short stories. And what I had intended to do, again, I tabbed it. What I had intended to do was read one every night from each book and try and get through them that way. But that just didn't happen. I only read the other one. I did finish the other one, but I just didn't get around to this one. This is not going to be a priority pick because, as you can tell, this is very much October spooky vibes. So November is, I'm sorry, but it's the C word, Christmas time. I'm getting prepared for Christmas. I'm getting in the Christmas mood. It's my birthday. I don't want spooky. So, yeah. This will have to go back on the shelves for next October, but it will be a priority pick for next October. So, you know, keep an eye out for that one. So those were the 3 priority picks, non-priority picks. Beasts of Grey, I'll start that again, shall I? Beasts of Prey will be a priority pick. So if I can fulfill a prompt that I pull today with that book, then that will take priority over any of the books, as I say. The next point of call is, of course, my star token and my bomb token. I am going to play my bomb token for my birthday month. I know I shouldn't because it's my birthday month and I should be nice to myself, but I'm going to play it anyway. So let me tell you about that bomb book first. So my bomb book is something that was on these books will self-destruct in 12 months that I did about 2 years ago, and it's still here and I still haven't read it because I got to the end of that 12 months and I recapped all the books that were on that list and I decided to save it. It intrigues me. Look, it says once every 1,000 years the great adventure comes along, and the Jester, and it's by James Patterson, who's a great thriller writer. And it says you know, unstoppable pace and plot, page turning thriller. So it's kind of like set in the 11th century France, and it's a thriller set in historical times, and I've not read that. And I really kind of want to, but it has been sat on my shelves, just not getting picked all the time, and that's why it's a bomb book. It's not because I don't want to read it. I do, and I am intrigued by it, but I just never seem to pick it up. So this is going to be my bomb book for November. And then for my star book for November, I'm so excited for this one. Please, 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 gods, please let me get this one for my birthday, please. It's my birthday. This is Belladonna. This is a beautiful Waterstones edition, written by Adeline Grace. Just the cover alone makes me want to read this. The blue tit, or these are actually great tits, birds on there. The tit family are my favourite birds of all time. Everyone likes, you know, eagles or, you know, swans and things like that. I like the tit family. I'm British, born and bred. And they're beautiful, beautiful birds. Absolutely gorgeous. The blue tit is my favourite. But it says, your name is no curse, little bird. I just like the taste of it. I believe this has something to do with death. There is a young girl, 19-year-old girl called Signa Farrow, and her family have, each in their own way, met an untimely end. Death seems to be you know, a shadow around her all the time, and then she goes to live with the elusive Hawthorns, her remaining relatives. However, all is not as it seems. I think I've done the synopsis for this a few times, and I keep putting it on as my star book, and I really want to read it this month. So please, please, Bookgammon gods, can I please read this on my birthday month? So yes, this is my star book. So all of that being said, let's start that again. All that being said, let's roll to gameplay and see what Bookgammon has in store for me for my birthday. Okay, so we have our board here. let's remind you of the categories. Red is thriller, pink is contemporary, orange is classic, green is middle grade, yellow is graphic novel or manga, purple is non-fiction, and blue is fantasy. We have our prompts here, so let's give them a shuffle. So there we go. We have our star token and our bomb token. So let's place the star token first. So space number 12, which is on the middle grade here. And for the bomb token, number 9. I'm looking at this upside down. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So it goes on to the fantasy. Just playing with the one piece today, so all doubles mean we move backwards. So let's have our first roll and see what we get. A 2 and a 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a middle grade. And the prompt is featuring time travel. Our second roll, we're going to land on the bomb book or the star book. Ooh, a 5 and a 3, so that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we've just missed the star book. So we landed on a thriller. And the prompt for that is popular author. Lots of popular authors in the thriller category. We will keep these on the board because you never know if we'll end up going backwards. And remember, if we don't land on them, then we do flip a coin to see which one we land on. So, roll number 3, a 6 and a 1, so 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So manga and graphic novel. And the prompt for this is food on cover. Okay, that might be difficult to fulfill, maybe. Roll number 4. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I'm kind of not mad about it. Okay, so we have a double 1, which means we move back 1, because we only take the number on the dice, not the total. So we have a classic. And the prompt is set pre-1900s. I haven't got any fantasy on the board. Okay, and roll number 5. A 3 and a 2, so that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got a contemporary. And we have the one bed trope. Roll number 6, are we going to go home or are we going to get a double and go backwards again? Let's see. Nope, we got a 3 and a 5, which means we are home. So that is it for gameplay, but we didn't land on the bomb or the star book. So let's flip a coin. Okay, so in regards to flip a coin, heads is the star book and tails is the bomb book. So... and we have the heads. So we won the star book for the month. So that is it. That is gameplay. Let's see what books we're going to choose. I got it! Yes, I got it. I got my star book. I got my star book. Can you believe I got my star book on my birthday month? I'm so excited. Right, okay, so let's do this in order. Let's not get too excited. Okay, so for roll number 1, we landed on middle grade, and the prompt for that is featuring time travel. So I started this series a couple of months back, and it was a book that I thought, I'm going to read this and then I'm going to unhaul it because it's not going to be great. I loved it, so I ended up having to go out and buy the second and third book in the series. I think this has been on my TBR before and I didn't get round to it. Hopefully, second time, might be a bit more successful. This is the Fire Chronicle from the Book of Beginning trilogy by John Stevens, and the first book was the Emerald Atlas, and it does include some time travel. I'm not going to go into the synopsis of this book because obviously it is the sequel, but basically we have three children who are whisked away from their parents when they were very young, and we have no reason why, but we understand that they are running from something, and these children are then raised through orphanages, children's homes, and then one day they are taken to this strange children's home where they are actually the only children there. They come across a hidden room and they find a book, and things go from there. There is time travel. I really enjoyed the first book, and I cannot wait to move on to the second book. So The Fire Chronicles by John Stevens. Our second role had as a thriller, and our prompt was a popular author. To be fair, I could have read my Bond book for that one, couldn't I? I could have, but I didn't choose that one. I might, if I start this one and I'm not happy about, I'm not gelling with it, I might read the Bond book, you know. But anyway, I picked this one. This is Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. I've had this discussion before. Is it Gillian or Gillian? I would pronounce it Gillian, but I've heard some people pronounce it Gillian. I don't know why. It says, this family isn't nuclear, it's toxic. Been a while, but Camille Preaker's finally gone home. Sent to investigate the disappearance of two little girls, Camille finds herself reluctantly installed in the family mansion, reacquainting herself with her distant mother and a precocious 13-year-old half-sister she barely knows. Haunted by a family tragedy, troubled by the disquieting grip her younger sister has on the town, Camille struggles with a familiar need to be accepted. But as clues turn into dead ends, Camille finds herself identifying with the young victims and realises she will have to unravel the puzzle of her own past if she's to survive this homecoming. Now, I did try to read Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn, got about 2/3 of the way through, gave up and watched the film, and was really glad I didn't persist with the book because it was taking me far too long to get through that book. So that's why I say if I don't gel with this, I might just pick up my Bond book, because that's a thriller with a popular author by James Patterson. But yeah, I want to give these a go because my husband bought them for me, so I do want to try them. And sometimes, with Joe Nesbo, or I think that's how you pronounce his name, some of his books I've liked and some I have not really got on well with. So yeah, sometimes thrillers are hit and miss, depends on my mood. Yeah, we'll have to see about that one. Okay, role number 3, we got a manga or graphic novel, and the prompt for that was food on the cover. Now, I've had a look on the cover and in the artwork, and I can't see food, but there is food in the title. So, I'm going to be reading Snow Glass Apples by Neil Gaiman and Colleen Duran. It's a beautiful graphic novel here. This was purchased for me by Charlotte. So yes, thank you very much, Charlotte. I am finally going to get around to it. It's a very short one, so we should be very quick to get through this. The artwork is to die for. I'll show you the first page. That can't be spoilerish, can it? So very pretty, very time of the year fitting. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't show you the second page. Anyway, so this one says, a chilling fantasy retelling of the Snow White fairy tale. Not so evil queen's terrified of a monstrous stepdaughter. Oh, that's the other way round. And determined to repel this creature, save her kingdom from a world where happy endings aren't so happily ever after. So yes, a bit of a twist on the Snow White kind of retelling. So yes, I'll be reading that one. Our fourth role landed us on a classic. I've not really been feeling classics this year, I must admit. And the prompt for that was set pre-1900s. Now, when I looked at this, I'm running out of classics that I can choose from on my shelves. And I believe that it's not set pre-1900s, but it was, no, it wasn't written pre-1900s. That's what I want to say. This was written in 1908, but I believe that it is set pre-1900s. I think. It's Anne of Green Gables by Lucy Maud Montgomery. This is a beautiful, beautiful edition. I love these editions. These are the, oh, come on, which publisher are you? Arcturus, apparently. Arcturus Publishing. So, yes, I've never read Anne of Green Gables before. Not seen a film, not seen a series, not seen anything. I know nothing. Jon Snow. So anyway, this says, when Marilla and Matthew Cuthbert decide to adopt a boy from an orphanage, they're not sure what to expect. They're in for a surprise when an adventurous, imaginative, red-haired little girl arrives at Green Gables instead. That would be a surprise, wouldn't it? Follow Anne's adventures on Prince Edward Island and the first of Lucy Maud Montgomery's much-loved stories filled with mischief, romance and friendship. This classic book is sure to delight readers of all ages. So this is the first book. I don't have any other books, but you know what? If I do enjoy it and I do like it, I might see if there are any others. But yeah, I think there's a whole series of them, isn't there? I don't know. I know nothing, Jon Snow. I know nothing. So yeah, so that is that one. And last but not least, roll number 5, we got, what did we get? We got a contemporary, I forgot. We got a contemporary and we got the one bed trope. This required some research on my part. So I went to Goodreads and looked up a list of books that had the one bed trope. Now, I did find A Court of Thorns and Roses on there. But I was already reading that. Or A Court of Mist and Fury. That's the one that was on there. But I'm already on that series. So I thought I'll pick something else. So this was also on there. And I have been told time and time again, please read The Hating Game. It's amazing. It's brilliant. You'll love it. I'm a bit picky with my romances. So I'm not sure where this is going to fall. But The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. He's the one she loves to hate. I loved the film. I have to say, I really enjoyed the film. Not a great film. Like, I liked the film. I didn't love it. I liked the film. So we have a long-standing rivalry between Lucy Hutton and Joshua Templeman. And basically, they're both assistants to a duo of bosses that are running the same company. He is more modern and more up to date. She is more the kind of nostalgic and you know, that kind of thing. And they are competing, I believe, for a promotion, and they come to an agreement, I think, that whoever wins, the other person will quit. And finally she's going to destroy the man she can't seem to get out of her office, the man taking up far too much space in her head, the man she hates. Or does she? Perhaps the real games have only just begun. So yes, I really did enjoy the film. So that is my stack of books for Bookgammon. So let's have a look at them. So here they all are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books plus Belladonna, because I flipped a coin and we got, did we get heads? I think we got heads. And I got Belladonna. I got my star book on there as well. So that is my TBR for November, but there are some other books that I do want to get to in November, so I thought I would tell you about them. So the first one is Frostbite by Rochelle Mead, because I started my buddy read of Vampire Academy, the first book in the series, in October, and I'm buddy reading, of course, with my good friend Charlotte. We took a break in September because we finished the Throne of Glass series back in August, and now we've moved on to Vampire Academy. This is a reread for both of us, so we're both thoroughly enjoying being back in this world. It's not a surprise for either of us, so it's really good that we can both appreciate those things that we kind of might have missed the first time we read these. So that is that. And then obviously there will be a book club read from Waterstones. I don't know what it is yet, but I will check with them and I will be reading something from the book club as well. Also, as well, I will be continuing on with that Court of Thorns and Roses series so that I can hopefully eventually get to a Court of Silver Flames as well. So that is it. That is my TBR for November. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.